and just being in a place where I wanted to forget I was even Nigerian. You understand? Like I wouldn't even.
Why did that come about? Did you wanted to?
Bro, I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't proud to be Nigerian, bro.
Why?
It wasn't really a proud thing to be at the time.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, and that's the truth. It wasn't really a proud. It's coming from being in the UK and stuff at the time. It wasn't really the proudest thing to be because, like, they just always used to clown us and try to, you know, wear the apps and all them things there. So yeah, I wasn't really proud. I didn't care about anything Nigerian like that at the time.
Well, the first thing I have to point out before we get into any of this is the fact that this man is from the United Kingdom, okay? I think this is Burna Boy. I don't know, though. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever he is from the United Kingdom. And that is important, right? Because if he had not said that, y'all would have been in the comments deep, hooting and hollering, yeah, Black Americans made fun of us growing up. Y'all, let me play the intro, because Chile. Sit here and really bask for a second. Just bask in the fact that this man said that he was made fun of for being Nigerian in the UK, right? Because if he hadn't added the fact that he's from the UK, guess who y'all would have been blaming for it? Black Americans. In fact, let's go back a couple years. This, I think, was 2021 because I started YouTube, like, actually making videos, right? I had a YouTube for years, right? But I actually became a content creator in 2020 during COVID. And then this happened a couple months later. I think this was in 2021, right? And when I tell y'all my heart was broken, because I was truly a Pan-African. I truly was, right? Y'all, and even now, I won't call myself a Pan-African, but I'll say, like, Black people, we need to understand that we have common enemies the same way everybody else understands that. They may argue and fight amongst themselves, but guess what? They all come together when it's time to oppress us, right? But y'all, let me tell y'all what happened back in 2021. So there's this makeup artist, Aaliyah J. And when I tell y'all she is amazing at makeup, like, I've been watching her for years, since at least I think I was in high school, honestly, when I started watching Aaliyah J, but definitely college by 2014, 2015, right? But anyway, she's amazing. She really is. She's light skinned, and I still watch her videos, even though, we are different skin colors, because she's just that good. Normally, I try to watch people who are similar to me, whether it's skin color or I have hooded eyes, for example. And Aaliyah J has dry skin. We have nothing in common, but she's so good at makeup, y'all. So anyway, she posted a video back in 2021. Now, this was back when the Fufu and Egusi challenge was a big thing, right? So for those of y'all who don't know, Fufu and Egusi is a Nigerian dish, right? So everybody was trying this and posting their reactions of it and whatever, right? So Aaliyah J made one of these videos with her then boyfriend, okay? Now, this is the thing. In the beginning of the video, the boyfriend quite literally said, I am Kenyan, so I'm assuming that fufu is going to be like ugali. That's what we eat in Kenya. Quite literally, he said that in the beginning of this video. It's not like he said that in a different video, so it was okay, well, I watch Aaliyah J's videos, so I knew that about him, but nobody else coming into this video knew it. No, he said that in the beginning of this video, y'all. So then, Aaliyah J and the boyfriend tried the fufu and the goosey. And I don't even remember Aaliyah J's reaction because it was very tame. I don't remember if she liked it or disliked it, but whatever she felt about it, she was very respectful about it. She was like, oh, okay, so, right? The boyfriend, on the other hand, he was very disrespectful. He was like, oh my God, it tastes like dog food. He even said it tasted or it looked like dog food. One of the other, right? He's acting like he's throwing up and stuff. Very disrespectful, right? Would y'all believe that the Nigerians were in the comments attacking Black Americans? And we was all like, huh? We was like, wait a second. Aaliyah J didn't even say anything negative. What? Why are we getting attacked because a Kenyan dude came at y'all crazy? So I remember I was in the comments replying to people he literally said he's Kenyan. Quite literally said he's Kenyan, right? And do you think any of those people were like, oh, dang, our bad. We messed up. Gosh, right? No, they just kept going anyway. I remember I was like, Yo, what? Like, black Americans literally had nothing to do with this, and they just kept going in on us. Oh, y'all just slaves. Y'all eat slave food. That's why y'all acting like this about Fufu and Goosey, so and so and so. And the dude was Kenyan. I'm not even joking, y'all. My heart was broken. Like, I cannot stress to you all enough how badly that really did hurt my feelings. I remember I made a video afterwards, and if some of you have been subscribed to me for a couple years, you may remember it, right? But in the video, I was crying, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a Pan-Africanist anymore, right? Because my thing is this. Growing up in America, we grew up in a racial society. We really do. In America, we are fighting for our lives against racism. So we cannot afford to be tribalistic. Imagine during the Underground Railroad, you knock on somebody's door for help and they talking about, oh, well, you a Hutu and not a Tutsi. I can't help you. We don't have time for that here. Sorry, friend. So in America, again, we grow up in a racial society. So we view all black people as our people, right? And that extends to Africans and Caribbeans. And then when you actually interact with these people and realize they quite literally hate you. And look, I'm not trying to push any agendas here or anything like that, right? Because there are going to be people in the comments like, nah, Flower, we love you guys. The reality is you guys are tribalistic. It is true, right? And black Americans are a different tribe from you guys. So that's a very serious wake-up call, because you view somebody as family and then comes to find out they don't fuck with you at all, right? So I'm saying that to say something. Right? I have experienced firsthand how you all will attack black Americans for no reason and pretend that we are the root of every issue in the black diaspora, right? That's why I'm so glad that Burna Boy pointed out that he grew up in the United Kingdom, because it ain't no goddamn black Americans there. I remember I was on TikTok and it was an African girl talking about black Americans made fun of her growing up. And the bitch was from Australia. I was like, bitches, no black Americans there. What the fuck are you talking? Like, any black American you may have known, it might have been one. It wasn't no damn community of black Americans to be making fun of you. Like, what are you talking about here, right? But that's my point. Y'all will literally sit there and fucking lie. Like, and this is something about humans, period. It's not even just about this, right? People will pretend some shit is whatever in order to make it fit whatever idea they already have. So if they really want to believe that black Americans are, the root of every issue in the black diaspora, they will really sit there and talk about, yeah, black Americans made fun of me growing up, knowing that they lived in fucking Australia. Like, what? Now, anyway, let's get to America. Because I am black American. I grew up in America. Let's talk about it, right? So when I was growing up, again, we lived in a racial society. Nobody even knew what the fuck Africa or the Caribbean was. Like, I remember, bro, in 8th grade, earthquake hit Haiti. I think it was an earthquake, right? And I remember they told us about it. I distinctly remember we was in homeroom and they told us about it, and we was all like, what the fuck is Haiti? Like, nigga, what? And then they was like, oh, it's a country where a lot of black people live. We were like, oh my God, we got to raise money for them. Like, y'all, I'm not even joking. That was in 8th grade. I remember in 4th or 5th grade, and I have an article on this. I got to find it. It might be on my old laptop, right? But I have this article because in 4th or 5th grade, well, in both of those grades, I was on the chess team. So the chess team, we had went to nationals or something. So they wrote about us in the school paper, and my dad saved the school paper. And this other article was also in the school paper where we were fundraising for Darfur, Sudan, because they were having like a genocide or a famine or something. That was back when I was in 4th or 5th grade, right? And we were raising money in Detroit for niggas in Darfur, Sudan. My point is this. We didn't really know nothing about Africa or the Caribbean, because it was the same thing with Darfur. We was like, nigga, what the fuck is a Darfur? Like, what? And then they told us, oh, it's black people starving in Africa. And we started raising money for niggas in Detroit, right? And my point that I'm saying, like, I'm saying all this for a reason, right? Because black Americans in general did not have any issues with Africans or Caribbeans. By and large, we didn't fucking know y'all existed. But if we heard something about y'all, like with that earthquake in Haiti, or, whatever was going on in Darfur, right? we was gonna look out for y'all just based off y'all being black, because again, we are not tribalistic, right? We are not tribalistic. Now, anyway, let me get to my point. Let me get to my motherfucking point, right? Growing up, I went to Detroit public schools my whole life, right? And thinking back, there were a couple kids who were African or Caribbean, right? Now, at the time, I had no idea. I'm sorry, y'all might hear my neighbor's stupid ass dog. I hope that thing get hit by a truck. But anyway, at the time, I had no idea. But thinking back on their names and stuff, looking at the yearbooks, I'm like, oh, like clearly this person was African, right? Based off their names and stuff now, right? But at the time, nobody knew that. They fit in just fine. Like, it was whatever, right? In fact, guess what? My best friend is Caribbean. I met her in 9th grade. We went to high school together. And guess what? She did not get made fun of for being Caribbean. In fact, nobody even fucking knew Jet she was Caribbean. Like, what are we talking about? There was this other boy, though. He was African, and he did get made fun of. Guess why? Not because he was African. He got made fun of because he was short as fuck and ashy as all hell. Like, that boy was all over the place. But my point is this. Niggas was not getting made fun of for being African and Caribbean. Like, that's not why niggas were getting made fun of. Niggas was getting made fun of for coming to school ashy as fuck and flooding and shit. Like, that's what niggas was getting made fun of for. Because my best friend came to school looking nice and moisturized. She had money, drove a nice car, so and so and so. And guess what? Didn't nobody make fun of her because it wasn't shit to make fun of her ass about. But the ashy niggas got made fun of, whether they was motherfucking Caribbean or African American or whatever, because they was fucking ashy, right? And it's crazy to me how now we growing up, and y'all talk about, yeah, black Americans made fun of me for being Caribbean or African or whatever. No, the fuck we didn't. We didn't even know what that shit was, nigga. And yo, I have the craziest fucking story. Like, I have the craziest story, bro. Like, one day, matter of fact, I'm gonna meet up with these ladies this year. It's 2026 now, right? One of them is getting married. We're all going to her wedding, right? Because I still talk to a handful of these ladies from this group, right? And we gotta make a video about this, y'all. I used to be in these Facebook groups when I was in high school, right? And there was this one girl. I'm gonna call her Michelle, okay? When I tell you Michelle was insufferable, when I tell you she did too much, because don't get me wrong, we were all online trolling and kikiing and caca and stuff, but when I tell you Michelle just did too fucking much all the fucking time, like quite literally, oh my God, y'all. Michelle, like, bruh, she would always do too much and take shit way too fucking far, right? So, like, there was this one dude, let's call him Bobby, okay? So, Michelle used to be dragging Bobby, right? And then this is my thing. Again, it's not even just like she was like, oh, this nigga ugly, whatever, right? No, she would do crazy shit. Like, she added his mama to the group and was cussing his mama out and shit, too. And I was like, Michelle, you need your ass beat. Like, quite fucking literally, like, no lie, you just, no, girl, anyway. And this is the crazy thing. A lot of people are followers, so they would just be kikiing with the shit. I'm not a follower, though. I was like, girl, you need to get beat the fuck up. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? But anyway. Michelle used to be dragging, what did I say we calling him, Bobby? She used to be dragging him, right? And she'd be like, ugly ass, burnt Haitian. And everybody in the group was like, what the fuck is a Haitian? Like, quite literally, right? And then, not only that, but Michelle was dark skinned. So we was like, girl, what? We was like, okay, wait, you calling him burnt, but y'all both dark skinned. Like, what? And then we was like, girl, what the fuck is a Haitian, right? But whatever, I distinctly remember that because I distinctly remember Michelle did too motherfucking much all the motherfucking time. So she would be dragging the fuck out of this dude, right? She'd be like, black, crispy ass Haitian, so and so and so, burnt, crispy, black ass Haitian, yada, 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 right? Would you believe years later, one of the ladies I still talk to from this group, she randomly was like, oh, you know, Michelle is half Haitian. Her daddy Haitian. I was like, what, bro? I was like, yo, that was the biggest plot twist of a fucking millennium, bro. That makes perfect sense, though, because nobody else knew what the fuck a Haitian was. Everybody was like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about, right? But she knew what a Haitian was because she was half fucking Haitian herself, bro. And it's crazy to me, something I pointed out, right? I swear to God, I uncovered a plot years ago. And I don't know if I deleted that video or not. I hope I didn't. If I didn't, I will put it up here, right? But I was like, I swear to God that y'all come to America with the tribalism and, you know, whatever from y'all home countries and y'all inflicted on each other here. And you act like black Americans inflicted it on you because you all be acting like y'all are black Americans. Like, Who would have thought Michelle was half Haitian when she spent years in that group talking about black crispy ass Haitian so? But I mean, it's not that shocking because, like I said, Michelle was dark skinned too, and she was calling this dude crispy and burnt. We was all like, girl. I mean, I was about to say he might be lighter than you, but no, they probably was the same color. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm honestly not shocked because she was dark skinned calling him burnt and crispy. She was half Haitian calling him a burnt crispy Haitian so-and-so as an insult, right? But that's my thing though. Y'all be self-hating as fuck. So y'all get here and pretend to be black American. And it certainly doesn't help that y'all families don't claim y'all. Because y'all families in Africa and the Caribbean, they be like, oh, if you wasn't born on the motherland or the Caribbean land, then you're not one of us, right? So they don't claim y'all at all. They push y'all into black Americanness. And then a lot of y'all are self-hating as hell anyway. So y'all pretend to be black Americans. Then y'all calling each other shit like burnt crispy Haitians and shit. Whole time, that's just y'all being y'all regular ass tribalistic selves, right? But then black Americans take the blame for all of it. Like y'all, like I literally uncovered a vast plot years ago. Anyway, back to Burna Boy, whoever this man is. I'm glad he pointed out he live in the UK because that is the reality. Y'all be making fun of each other. Africans and Caribbeans be making fun of each other. And somehow black Americans always catch fucking flack for it. Somehow we always get into the mix. I'm ready for y'all to hold each other accountable for once. Because, again, somehow we are always the scapegoat. And bitch, it really does get old.